on.
Hello, good evening. I am here with a Bible reading. I hope you guys are having a good start to your weekend. If you guys live around this area, I don't know if you know, but you probably do, the Feast of the Flowering Moon is going on in Chillicothe. It's my favorite festival. It's the one with the Indians, where they dance and sell their crafts and stuff. I would love to go to that one at least one more time before I die. Maybe we'll get to go 1 year before we die. My niece and my sister's going there today. Hopefully they'll have fun, enjoy themselves. My sister's probably taking her little kids too, so hopefully they'll get to enjoy it and ride the rides and play games. It was always so fun when you was a little kid, you know. It always seems so much bigger when you're little too. I just wanted to go see the, watch the Indians and look at the stuff the Indians make and get something, which I don't get the money, this year anyway, but, sometime before they stop doing it or before we die, hopefully we'll get to go. But it would have been nice if they would have took my nephew too. I wonder if he went. I wonder if they took Jimmy. I'll have to try to call him later. Because he would probably love to go. Okay, guys. Let's see here. John chapter 13, verse 31, reading through chapter 14, verse 14. And then continuing on with Psalm 119. Now we will be for a while. Remember, Psalm 119 is a long psalm. And then we have a couple Proverbs. If you guys want to follow me, you could also follow me on Instagram. I have an Instagram account. Sherm does as well, if you want to follow him. I'm on mine usually every day. Sherm's hardly ever on his, but he's on it every now and then, just like YouTube and Facebook. He just don't get on as much as I do. Okay. Today, Jesus is going to predict Peter's denial. And remember, Peter says he will go down to death with Jesus if he has to. He will not deny him. But Peter does deny him, just like Jesus says, and just in the way Jesus says. And then Peter knows what he'd done, and then it makes him very sad. But why did Peter do that? Did Peter do that because he really didn't care about Jesus? So he didn't care if he denied him? It didn't mean nothing to him? No, he didn't do it. He did that because he was scared. He's seen how they were treating Jesus, and all those people were around, and he's afraid they would kill him as well, or hurt him badly. He did it out of fear, and Jesus knows that. He knew it before Peter even did it, that was going to happen. His love for Peter never changed, not even in that moment when Peter denied him 3 times. Jesus still loved him. And Peter still loved Jesus. Let's get into it and you guys will see. When he was gone, Jesus said, when Judas was gone, remember he left. He left to go betray Jesus, but the other people thought he was leaving to go give money to the poor or something. They didn't know what Jesus meant when he said, go do what you're going to do and do it quickly. When he was gone, when Judas was gone, Jesus said, now the Son of Man is glorified, and God is glorified in him. If God is glorified in him, God will glorify the Son in himself and will glorify him at once. My children, I will be with you only a little longer. That had to be so sad, because I would not have wanted Jesus to leave, and if he left, I would have wanted to go with him. You will look for me, and just as I told the Jews, so I tell you now, where I am going, you cannot come. A new command I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. And a place that's a good example of not loving one another is where? YouTube is a good place of seeing where people do not love one another, because there are so many people fighting on here and hurting one another, and for the stupidest reasons, making fun of each other and making videos about each other, making fun of people and saying horrible things, leaving horrible comments to other people, telling people to kill themselves. I've seen it so many times. It's heartbreaking. Simon Peter asked him, Lord, where are you going? Jesus replied, Where I am going you cannot follow now, but you will follow later. Peter asked, Lord, why can't I follow you now? I will lay down my life for you. Then Jesus answered, Will you really lay down your life for me? Very truly I tell you, before the rooster crows, you will disown me 3 times. Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, would I have told you that I am going there to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. You know the way to the place where I am going. Thomas said to him, Lord, we don't know where you are going, so how can we know the way? Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you really know me, you will know my Father as well. From now on, you do know him and have seen him. Philip said, Lord, show us the Father, and that will be enough for us. Jesus answered, Don't you know me, Philip, even after I have been among you such a long time? Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. How can you say, show us the Father? Don't you believe that I am in the Father and that the Father is in me? The words I say to you I do not speak on my own authority. Rather, it is the Father living in me who is doing his work. Believe me when I say that I am in the Father and the Father is in me, or at least believe on the evidence of the works themselves. Very truly, I tell you, whoever believes in me will do the works I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than these, because I am going to the Father, and I will do whatever you ask in my name, so that the Father may be glorified in the Son. You may ask me for anything in my name, and I will do it. And this is where it's going to stop today for us with the verses. So we're not going to get to where Peter actually denies Jesus, but probably that'll come probably tomorrow maybe. So we're going to stop with John there today. And now we're going to continue on with Psalm 119 with verses 17 through 32. I'm sorry if you hear it beeping, that's my phone. Hopefully you can't hear it or don't hear it very loud. I took it off the hook so nobody'd be calling us during the video. Telemarketers keep calling here every day. I pick up the phone and it's like something about a student loan. We don't have a student loan. Or it's somebody saying, you applied for a job online. No, I didn't. It's always a scam every time. Just all day long, guys. All day long. It's crazy. They start early in the morning, like at 8 o'clock, and it continues on till late that night, every day. The same people. It's crazy. Alright, Gimel says, Be good to your servant while I live, that I may obey your word. Open my eyes that I may see wonderful things in your law. I am a stranger on earth. Do not hide your commands from me. My soul is consumed with longing for your laws at all times. You rebuke the arrogant who are accursed, those who stray from your commands. Remove from me the scorn and contempt, for I keep your statutes. Though rulers sit together and slander me, your servant will mediate on your decrees. Your statutes are my delight. They are my counselors. And Deleth says, I am laid low in the dust. Preserve my life according to your word. I gave an account of my ways, and you answered me. Teach me your decrees. Cause me to understand the way of your precepts, that I may meditate on your wonderful deeds. My soul is weary with sorrow. Strengthen me according to your word. Keep me from deceitful ways. Be gracious to me and teach me your law. I have chosen the way of faithfulness. I have set my heart on your laws. I hold fast to your statutes, Lord. Do not let me be put to shame. I run in the path of your commands, for you have broadened my understanding. And that is where we're going to stop with Psalm 119. And now we have two Proverbs today. Proverbs chapter 15, verses 31 and 32. Proverbs 15:31. Whoever heeds life-giving correction will be at home among the wise. And the other, those who disregard discipline despise themselves, but the one who heeds correction gains understanding. Okay guys, that was everything for today. I hope it touched your guys' hearts. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again soon with another Bible reading. Bye guys, God bless, and hope you have a wonderful weekend.